Hello again, YouTube. This is the truth, man, giving you the truth. Now, this is the truth. This ain't my truth. This is the truth right here. This is the Most High giving you warning, telling you, hey, you being taught to stay away from me. You need to be talking to me. You need to be getting close to me. You need to be getting your name in my book. You know, all these people talking about the book of life and all this stuff never existed. Man, you ain't even been out of this galaxy. Listen, it's some things that you look like a fool trying to question. The existence of God and anything that's outside of this galaxy, because you ain't never even been out of this galaxy. You always been in this first dimension. So it's just pure rebellion for any of these people to even attempt to question the existence of God. Like, you can question some things, but that's not based on what you see and what you observe. Intelligently, you can't question that. That's nothing more than the devil taking you back to the forbidden fruit, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and getting you to disrespect your creator once more. So, on this video, I want to talk about some prophetic things, like where we at right now. You know, because y'all know I might be the truth man, but I'm Prophet Howard in terms of ministry. So, here's what's going on right now. So, what's basically happening is them peoples, what they do is they already know the word. Like, remember when the devil came to Adam and Eve, what'd she say? Have God said? Because she already knew. So what the devil is doing is creating things and creating mindsets and images that take people further and further away from the Most High. You ever notice how it's been more tragic deaths lately, like car wrecks, like instant deaths? And that's instant souls lost right there. So the devil's creating this thing called narcissism more and more each day, because narcissism, see, what the whole game plan is here's what's going to happen. Before the anti-Messiah, the anti-God, the false, the fraudulent God comes, she and her counterpart will basically, which is going to be a he more than likely, they have been to set up this image where in your mind, like, yeah, the Bible teaches you that we basically, when you with him, you're an ambassador for the Most High. But it doesn't teach you that you are the Most High. So here's what's going to happen. And we already seen it. People are going to be saying, I'm God. Like, you ever hear guys, what up, God? They already saying it because they've been prepared to believe that they God right before they believe, and they fall down and worship the false God. When the temple is rebuilt, and when basically what's going to happen is a lot of the real believers, they're going to end up in a certain place. And that place is going to be where the Most High comes again. Like he came down during the Tower of Babel. He's coming back again, him and the Messiah, who let's be honest, we don't know exactly how that went. You know, some of the details are fraudulent, but the Messiah will be coming with the Most High when he comes. And there are points on this earth that can really accommodate, but the Most High may have to shapeshift to come down to the earth, because, like I tell y'all all the time, all these Marvel movies, all this stuff, this is stuff that some of these people are creating on their own, but some of them, they getting these sources from familiar spirits. Spirits just familiar with the Most High. That's why they call them familiar spirit. So some of the things that we see being invented, they've been invented by familiar spirits telling the person, when the person attaches themselves to the darkness, to the devil, to the chief Satan. Y'all do know it's a lot of Satans, right? The chief Satan. So people are getting this mindset that they God. They already probably on the East Coast. What up, God? You know, that's where this is coming from. It's creating a mindset, and then when you see the anti-God being murdered and brought back to life, people are gonna be like, he is or she is God. So they gonna basically see it, and she gonna be like, y'all heard this story before, but there's no proof of it. You saw me lying dead, and now you see me alive again. And people gonna believe, and they're gonna take the mark of the beast. This is a real event that's gonna come. You're gonna see that leader being killed and brought back to life, and that person is going, when the temple is rebuilt, is going to sit in the temple and say, I'm God. I'm the one you heard about for all these generations, and now I'm really here. I'm probably going to quote what the Messiah, all that ever came before me. That quote. So we in the programming stage where them people's trying to get you to trust them so they can brainwash you even more, so they can have closer work to you, where with, I ain't gonna say the word, but that thing that they make people do, that was just a test run. And a lot of y'all fell for it. That was a test run. See, money is wonderful. It's a great thing. But from the long term, it has no value. For an eternal standpoint, it has no value. So anybody that places an eternal value on money to the point where you rejecting this person, you rejecting that person, you doing this, you making a big mistake. Because there's a lot of people that passed out of this earth that couldn't take their money with you, and if they could come back and tell you, they would. But they can't. And they literally cuss those spirits out every day, all day. Spirits are laughing at them. You fell for it. Yeah, now you're going to be right with us. Shut up. Father, please, God, please give me another chance. Imagine innumerable people all pleading for a second chance at the same time. Can't see each other. It's too dark. Ain't no candles. Wishing they would have been smarter. Because let's be honest, nobody will ever know everything there's to know about the Most High while you're here on earth. So you never not believe because of what you can't understand or don't know. I'm just glad I'm not like that. Like, I'm glad that I can understand enough to come to him and him show me the mystery, some of the mysteries. A lot of the stuff you saying, the hand gestures, all that, those are things that's been around. Even makeup. Makeup been around. Like, makeup was here. They were making up their faces looking glamorous, for entertainment purposes, and different things they were doing in the heavens long before man was created. So all of you people, and then I'm going to say this, man, and I don't mean this in like a diss. There's people in other countries that they swear they know everything there is to know about God. And they be teaching pure foolishness. You can't teach people that they're gonna go to hell for wearing makeup. Don't you know the angels wore makeup? Do your research. You these people, you can't get everything just from the Bible by itself. You have to dig deeper than that. The Bible is fragments. It's a fragmented book. And it also contains what's called allegories. Look up the word. And parallels. It contains both. So if you just merely stick to the Bible and the way it's worded, even spellcasters got their hands on it. That's why you see me saying the Most High. You never gonna see me saying the Lord word. Because that word in many languages means Baal. And Baal is one of the top demons. So why would I keep saying his name? I mean, think about that for a second. So this right now, 2022, June 13th, behind the scenes, the devil, there's people in the earth that the devil can go to directly. And these people are very rich. They're really descendants. Some of them are descendants. And tell them what she needs. Now, she has to get permission, of course, from the Most High. Because even like with Job, where you come from? Y'all ever see the movie Them? They slid something in that movie. Like, it's on Amazon Prime. It's Them. We watched the whole series. It's real interesting. When he was watching TV, now watch this is some deep stuff. When he was watching TV, and he's laughing and just enjoying himself, and then the character known as the tap dance man appears next to him. And he says, "Where you come from?" People don't know that was a little slick, little slide, just slid it right in. Remember, the Most High asked the devil where she came from. She said, walking to and from the earth, on the earth, seeking whom she may devour. See, that's the devil's business. The devil is trying to devour as many as she can. That's why you don't see people like me on TV, and you don't see people like me like getting pushed to the forefront and recommended and all of this, because the devil has an agenda, and the agenda is to devour these people called humans and to keep them away from their creator and the peace and the luxury and all the wonderful things that they can have in his kingdom once they pass from this earth. Because she lost it. She don't want you to have it. And a lot of y'all is falling for it like a fish on a hook, trying to get that worm. Falling for it. And you're going to get snugged in. You're going to get put in that bucket that we call outer darkness. And then the bucket is going to get thrown into what we call the second death, which is the lake of fire. See, notice the Most High made it as simple as he can make it to get you to understand. Life is like fishing. We like fish. There's a fisherman and a fisherwoman. They put their bait out there. You're going to get snatched by one of them. You can say what you want about me and the church and all that. Who cares who you like in the church? It don't matter. You don't have to like me. You don't have to believe that I'm the real deal. But when it's all said and done, you gonna stand in judgment based on what you do. Not based on what I do. Based on what you do. And I I didn't really put much on there yesterday. But you need to know that today. It ain't no set day for you to hear about God. You're supposed to be hearing about him every day. So you going to either grab his bait and get snatched in by him, or you going to grab her bait and get snatched in by the darkness. That's just the way it's going to be. Like, so yesterday, I talked a little bit about it on the other video. See, that guy, he just doing what he knows. But he tried to witness to me. I said, I know I don't look like, it was like I was taking a jab at him. I said, I know I don't look like, but I'm already with the Most High. Here, take this, give it to somebody that might need it more than me. I'm already there. So that's bait, though. That's the Most High allows people to go out there, even if they preaching stuff that is halfway true or 75% true. That's still bait. And it's still something that you can grab on and come in and open up the realm between you and the Most High and start learning, and then get invited to the marriage supper. The marriage supper. Or you can get invited to the lake of fire. Either way, I'm going to be fine. Like, I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be in the marriage supper of the Most High and the Lamb. You see, I've done my research, and there's things about the gospel that are kind of in the air, but a person can get saved with the gospel or without the gospel. I know preachers, and they'll run with it. Come see me. If you want to run with and talk about how I'm a false prophet, then let's do it the right way. Let's go live. Let's go live in a neutral site. A neutral site with none of your congregation, none of my, people that understand the way I do and follow what I say. And we could get some understanding. Because when I say this looking at Noah and Enoch and Elijah. You can't make a sacrifice after a person has died. That's impossible. So anybody that's saying that the only way you can be saved, which I did too, is through faith in the blood of Jesus, then I guess Elijah wasn't saved. Noah wasn't saved. Abraham, the father of many nations, wasn't saved. And nobody else that came before that was made. And then even if you look at the words of the Messiah, like he made it clear. Remember the rich young ruler? What must I do to be saved? Why didn't he say, and I'm going to talk about that probably today, because I want to start, I don't, if you, some of y'all don't, you can't go here just yet. Stick to what you know, which is the gospel, because you can make it with the gospel. If you have a real faith towards God, you can come through the gospel. It doesn't matter, because he already knows that there's none. It's not going to be 100% truth in the earth. So he's going to go by a person's works and the intents of their heart. Because look, there's books that we'll never be able to see because they got them locked away and it's heavily guarded. You'll never make it through the guard. That will put to silence some of these issues. And that's what's going to make it dangerous too. Towards the end, when all the stuff start being revealed, they're going to be pulling out books and twisting this stuff up that we didn't have access to. That you're going to have to rely on the spirit of the Most High Creator within you to even be able to debate against him. So we're going to talk about that at a later date in terms of the gospel and all this, all that. But I'm not discouraging Christianity because many people are already made it because of their faith in the Most High and their works. You know, even if they didn't believe the 10 Commandments was valid, he's still going to go by their works because he knows that there's deception in the world. The whole world lies in darkness. So, again, and summing it up, I'm going to wrap this video up. That's where we are right now. We are in the brainwashing, the severe brainwashing stage. Trying to get you to idolize celebrities. And it's funny how it's kind of backfiring because now more than before, more than ever before, we can reach out and talk to these celebrities. They touchable now. They deal with people on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok. They talk to people. So this goes back to something I always said. And people, all these celebrities ain't going to hell. Like, I don't believe it. Because a lot of them can just reach out and grab this info just like we can now. And a lot of them, let's be honest. There's people who took the bait, to get all that money. But their heart never was really there. You know what I mean? Like some of them are really good actors and actresses where they were like, okay, well, doing this and this in the secret, but in public, this and this. The devil don't really got all of them like she think. And I know a lot of people on here disagree with me. You don't know how the Most High works. You think the Most High is going to just let the devil just steal souls like that? He ain't going to come in and stop it forcibly, but he gonna give them a chance. And there's some that already, we don't know why. Well, I ain't gonna get into. We'll save that, like if I ever get on Patreon or something. I was on there, but I took it off. I think it expired or something. I don't know what happened with it, but that's where we are right now, prophetic. Putting chemicals in the food is going to make it hard, make people more psychotic. You're going to see it in the driving. You're going to see it in some of the things that's going to be happening. We see the murder rate going up in every city. The stuff they putting in the food. The Most High already gave me dreams and visions about that. So that's why you seeing some of the savage stuff that we see, and that we know about. And, video games, they might contribute a little to people with weak minds that haven't saturated their minds with truth, but it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's in the food. You got people that are literally taking buyouts to put stuff in the water. So we see in the brainwashing, we see in the tampering with that which is consumed. That's where we are right now. And so we're going to see higher gas prices and higher bread. And bread is going to go up to $5. And chicken and burgers, all that stuff, like it's going to get to the point where you're going to have to pay $15, $20, maybe even $30 just for a burger. And all of that is going to create a dependence, which that's what they want. So you'll come to them and you'll trust them. And then they're going to be like, well, we got to get rid of all the stuff that's keeping us divided. and blah, 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 blah. Let's never fear death. Death is coming to us all. Don't put yourself or your family in jeopardy for fear of death. And on that, I'm going to close. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. No Matrix. No getting so into this social media and all of this stuff where now you putting the Most High on the back burner. You acting like he don't exist. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in for more videos.